Today is 386. One announcement, there will be no meeting next week. James Broussard wanted to start his new administration off right. And this is our last opportunity to kick Charlie around. The new president, James, was selected by your board without benefit of a search committee. No monies were expended. No interviews were conducted outside the club. We just went with the best that we had here. He has asked me to announce, in addition to the fact that there'll be no meeting next week, the following week, those of you who are asked to sit at the head table would make him more comfortable if you all wore dark suits. I'd asked Robert if I could be in the Swan song, and he tried to explain to me that I really shouldn't be, that people were in the club a long time before they were permitted to be in the Swan song. And I asked if I could just sing, and he looked up my membership proposal and somehow answered the question on that. So that ended that. And I pleaded with him to please give me some part of the Swan song, so he said that he would let me introduce the Swan song. And you know what a great scriptwriter he is. And this is the line he gave me. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment and enjoyment, the Swan song. Weinbaum, Jr. proudly present for your enjoyment
Beaumont is Okie Dokie, a musical melodrama in 3 acts. We invite the members of the audience to join in boos and hisses and cheers if the spirit so moves you. We trust that you will be inspired by the, well, that you won't be inspired by our performance, but the plot. Appearing in the first act are Roosevelt Weinberger, the damsel in distress, Charlton Weinberger, her senile father, and Henry J. Hornblower, a sinister bank lawyer from Houston. As the scene opens, Roosevelt and her father are in the lobby of the Hotel Beaumont. She is attending to his needs when the lawyer from Houston arrives.
I'm looking for downtown Beaumont, where the action and press in the city.
Well, this is it. This is downtown Beaumont.
How can you tell?
Well, I just know, because this is where it used to be. This is where it's supposed to be.
Where's the fun places? Where are the people?
Well, I don't know. I guess they all just drifted away.
What kind of town is this?
Well, it's a nice kind of town. It's sort of boring, and it's kind of a so-so town where we still talk about Rotary and the 4-way test. And who might you be, sir?
I'm glad you asked that question. I'm Henry J. Hornblower. I'm a certified big city lawyer who specializes in eviction and repossession. And I'm representing First Megabank, the largest bank in Houston, and I came here to locate Roosevelt Weinberger.
Well, I'm Roosevelt Weinberger, sweet, innocent maiden, first queen of the Nature's River Festival.
No kidding? Gosh, old Loco picked a bit back there, didn't he? Did you ever consider, did they consider you a king? I mean, you could go either way. Who is this?
Well, this is Charlton Weinberger, my senile father. He was one-time president of the Beaumont Rotary Club.
Is that right, everybody?
Yep. I'm Charlton Weinberger, her senile father. Say, didn't I know your daddy?
Roosevelt, your dad's not playing with a full deck, is he? Sorry about that. But I'm telling you, I'm here, I'm from the big bank, I'm from the big city, and I want to talk about that family farm, that 160-acre tract out on IH-10 known as Blighted Acres.
Well, yes, that's our farm. That's my dowry. It's my whole future. Someday it's going to come to something.
You're beginning to think like your father, Roosevelt. No, those days are over. If we don't get this, let's see, we don't get the if we don't get the final payment on this, then we take the farm.
But
No what's about it. If this loan isn't paid by June the 27th, then we take the farm.
But that's simply just not fair. What about the 4-way test?
4-way test, 4-way test. We, the bottom line on this thing, we take the farm. That is the bottom line.
Oh, no.
Say, didn't I know that boy's daddy?
She's the sweetest little rosebud that Texas ever knew. Her eyes are bright
Gee, I don't know, Carol. Tell me, how do you get an Aggie out of a bathtub?
Throw in a bar of soap.
Oh, my God.
Maestro, you know where Joan of Arc was burned?
I didn't know she, where was she burned?
All over her body.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the second act, the plot thickens with the arrival of J.R. Condo Belmundo, the villain.
Oh, Daddy, what can I do? I don't have the money. If I don't pay, I lose the farm.
What can you do? Say, didn't I know your daddy?
Oh, Daddy. Maybe I should contact, Mayor Bill Neal.
Oh, no, we can't stand any more of his help.
Well, let's see. Maybe we could call Nick Lamson.
Nick, no way to reach Nick. Last I heard of him, he was down at Murphy's Bakery looking for a tax roll.
Pardon me, lady, I'm looking for Beaumont. Where is Beaumont?
Well, this is Beaumont. Who are you?
I'm J.R. Condo Belmundo, dynamic real estate developer from Houston. And who might you be?
Well, I'm still Roosevelt Weinbaum. Sweet innocent maiden, first queen of the Nature's River Festival. Did you say Houston, the space city, the most glamorous city in Texas?
Yes, ma'am. Houston, Texas. The Wonder City. I'm in the tax shelter all the time. Low ride, high ride, all ride. No. Hey, who is this?
Well, that is Charlton Weinberger, my senile father, one-time president of the Beaumont Rotary Club.
Is that right?
Is what right?
Never mind. Tell me, little lady, what's your problem?
Well, it's about my farm, blighted acres. If I don't pay off the bank by June the 27th, they will foreclose. I will lose the farm. I'll lose my whole future.
Let's see, June the 27th. That's tomorrow. You pay off the bank or lose the farm?
Yes. That's absolutely correct.
Then you must be desperate.
Yes.
I bet that you'd be willing to do almost anything to save the farm.
Well, yes. Yes, I might.
Well, let's see, my sweet, innocent maiden. Perhaps I can help. You see, the reason I'm in Beaumont, I'm looking for some land to build a hotel.
A hotel?
Right? First class joint. Want to have waterfall, private club, everything.
Well, that's curious. You say you'll buy the farm?
That's right, and pay off the bank.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
But there are conditions.
Conditions?
You must move to Houston and be my secretary.
Your secretary?
That's right, my secretary.
But I can't even type.
Typing don't count. We're talking private secretary.
Uh-huh. This is an interesting idea. Houston is so go-go, glamorous and exciting, while Beaumont is so and kind of boring. Do you know much about our fair city?
Wait. What do you expect from a senile old cop? I'll tell you about Beaumont. This is a most worried city. This is the most worried city in the U.S. of A. Everybody is worried. The mayor is worried. The school board is worried. The union bosses and the Chamber of Commerce are worried. The blacks are worried. The whites are worried. Everybody is worried. What Beaumont needs to do is stop worrying and start working.
Yay! That's not too bad for a senile old man.
With every passing day, we get another new hotel, despite the fact the Sheridan's indeed. One of these days when Mr. Disney comes here, from that big amusement park up in the sky, we'll proudly tell him that we have a place for him to stay, along with everybody else inside the USA. When all the new hotels of life will surely go away, we've got hotels and motels up to here, with 50 more to come within the year. Everything okie-dokie here in Beaumont, with John Gray Institute to lead the way. We're not sure just what it is that they're supposed to do, but never you mind, neither do they. We're okie-dokie here in Beaumont. In fact, we're even more Rudy too. We've got some brand new experts on the campus at Lamar. They came to us from everywhere, and everyone's a star. The trouble is that now they're here, they don't know where they are. They'll save us from ourselves, there's no dispute. And management will think that labor's cute. Everything okie-dokie here in Beaumont. Now that the journal's gone and rests in peace, the enterprise is smaller and the rates are kind of steep. And every issue puts us right to sleep. Every city needs a great newspaper, and ours is really interesting, you know. They print the truth from more for us to read each passing day. They never let the facts of things get in the story's way. But what the heck, they print retractions each and every day. It's colorful and getting more.
Better to live in Houston. But what about Charles and my senile father?
Forget about him. Think about the glamour and the excitement.
Well, what about the four-way test?
Forget about the four-way test. Think about tax shelters.
And what about Beaumont?
Forget about Beaumont. It's got no go-go. You don't even have a street name for Martin Luther King. Think about Houston. It's got everything.
Oh, I just don't know.
There's nothing to know. Move to Houston, be my secretary, or all is lost. And that's the bottom line.
They did. What did they do with the old one?
Well, they saved it and are going to use it for false alarm. Maestro.
Yes, Carol.
I got a ticket for going down the wrong way on a one-way street.
you did, didn't you? Didn't you see the arrows?
The arrows? I didn't even see the Indians. Maestro, did you hear about the acting he would give his right arm to be ambidextrous?
No, Jerry, tell us about it. Ladies and gentlemen, in Act 3, the last act, our story comes to a climax with the arrival of Bimbo Woolsworth, the hero.
What to do? What to do? The day of foreclosure has arrived. Today I lose the farm, proposition. What to do, what to do. Maybe I should contact Elvis Mason.
I doubt it. That poor baby boy can't even help himself.
Well, what about Bernard Weinstein?
Who?
You know, Bernard Weinstein at the John Gray Institute. Isn't he a friend of ours?
Sure, but with friends like him, who needs enemies?
Good morning, Roosevelt. And how are you and your senile father this lovely morning?
Well, we're just fine, thank you.
Have you, wait a second. Have you decided to accept my offer? Your problems will be solved. You'll be moving to Houston, you'll be my secretary, and everything will be wonderful.
Well, I don't know. I hate to give up Charlton, and I hate to give up the four-way test and Beaumont, but, as you say, when you get to the bottom line, when you get to the bottom line,
I'm looking for Roosevelt Weinberg, sweet lady, first queen of the next River Festival.
oh, I'm Roosevelt Weinberger, sweet, innocent maiden, first queen of the Nature's River Festival. And who might you be?
I'm Bimbo Bull for fighting Texas Ag. The long lost escort from that first River Festival.
Bimbo! Bimbo, when you ask for me, you ask for the sweet maiden. Why not the sweet, innocent maiden?
Oh, Roosevelt. Don't you remember that night after the Queen's Ball in the backseat of my Chevy?
Was that it?
Of course that was it.
Does once count?
I suppose it does.
Oh, well, never mind.
Where's Charlton, your senile father?
Here he is. Daddy, look who's here. It's our old friend Bimbo.
Why, hello, boy. Glad to meet you. Say, didn't I know your daddy?
Bimbo, what brings you to Beaumont?
Well, I'm moving over here from Houston. I'm tired of the glamour and excitement. I'm tired of the backwater. I'm tired of the go-go. I'm coming home to our hometown.
Oh, Bimbo, how sweet. Oh, Bimbo, how sweet. Just when I'm leaving. Leaving? Yes, I'm going to lose the farm to foreclosure if I don't sell it to condo over here. And I'm going to move to Houston and be his secretary.
Secretary?
Yes.
You can't type.
Well, I'm afraid it's another kind of secretary.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. The deed is done. I get the farm and Roosevelt. Everything is mine, and that's the bottom line.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm a fighting Texas Ag. I've got money, and I don't leave home without it. I love Roosevelt, and if she will marry me,
seems just like yesterday. Right here on this very stage, Carol Broussard was handing the reins of this great organization over to me. And this year is gone very swiftly, and of course we're ending it on a very high note. In fact, what you might call it is, you're looking at a Weinbaum sandwich. That is one fricasseed Charlie Weinbaum sandwiched in between 2 slices of buttered Broussards. Well, I'll promise you, that is the last Weinbaum I will drop on you. But I just cannot leave without thanking a few people. Well, I really need to thank everybody, but there's just a few that I need to single out for outstanding service during this entire year. First of all, our officers and our board of directors. They made many wise decisions and kept our club going forward like we needed to. But I must thank our secretary, Jim Stokes, for reporting the board's action, for introducing our new members, and for opening our show today. Jim, thank you so much. Our treasurer, for keeping us financially sound, and also to Rufus Mills, our sergeant-at-arms, for making our meetings so smooth, and we appreciate everything he has done. Gosh, I've also got to thank Larry Roosevelt for giving us our newscast every week, or just about every week, in a very enlightening and entertaining way. I hope he will continue that. I must also thank Bill Cable and all of the Rotary Graham staff, Dan Nisley, Bernard Giordano, Don Streeter, and all those that worked on it to make that publication something extremely fine and extremely enjoyable to all of us. And believe me, it was read not only by Beaumont, but all over the country. I would like to thank Bo for arranging all of our meetings in the month of June. I have to thank all of our, at least 4 past presidents, Herb Weiner, Ken Ruddy, Alex Broussard, and Jerry Nathan, for putting on such an outstanding past president's party at our birthday celebration. I need to thank Bill Jefferson and all of the Camp Enterprise crew for putting on an outstanding project. And also Robert Swerdo and his committee for arranging and getting organized the Sister City program. And last but certainly not least, I need to thank this great Swan Song committee, headed up by none other than our own impresario, Robert Robertson. I thank Robert for putting forth. I think Robert will be known as the Flo Ziegfeld of the Beaumont Rotary Club for many years to come. But also helping Robert was our maestro, Dr. Joe Carlucci, Carol Broussard for arranging our chorus, Ray Riley, Jerry Nathan, Lynn Harden, and Bill Phillips, and Alex and James Broussard, who performed beautifully, and of course Larry. I must thank Betsy for your accompanist. You just were wonderful to work with us. We enjoyed having you. And by all means, some of the two most important people in all of Rotary is our office staff, Betty Case and our own Margaret Church. So without you two ladies, we couldn't. And finally, let me thank each and every one of you great members of this organization, because without your support, cooperation, and willingness to work in every project that we ask you to work in, our club would just not be the great organization that it is. So to each and every one of you members, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your participation. And now, finally, at this point, I would like to call upon our new First Lady, Barbara Broussard. Barbara, would you come forward? I have a little presentation to make to you. Barbara, it's my great pleasure to be able to present to the next First Lady of our Rotary Club this arrangement of roses, and I hope you will enjoy them and support and work with James, and I know you will, and you all will have a mighty successful year. Now, it's also my great pleasure to present to our incoming president, his President Penn. Now, And the final thing is, James, I want to present to you your gavel for the next year. Use it sparingly and wisely. Have a lot of fun with it.
Thank you very much, Charlie. As I spoke to the board last week, I look on this club as an entity that has been with us in this community for over 70 years, and some of us are privileged to help guide it from one year to the next. And I think this past year we've had a tremendous year. We've certainly had a lot of fun, and we've accomplished a lot, but we've had fun doing it. And I hope that we can accomplish as much and hopefully more in the future than we have done in the past. And I certainly hope we have very much fun doing it. Now, I have a first duty to perform here. There's the script. Charlie, first, the board, and obviously representing the entire membership, has arranged for this plaque for you, for your office, so that you may look on it fondly and remember your years in the Rotary and your year as president particularly. I don't know if it is exactly correct. I know Charlie is third generation Rotary, possibly third generation president. I don't really know. But it looks like that we've had Weinbaums. We're going to be having them for a long time to come. In fact, this belongs to one right here. I'd like to read this plaque, the Rotary International, presented to Charles H. Weinbaum, Jr., with deep appreciation of the distinguished and unselfish service given while serving as president of the Rotary Club of Beaumont, Texas, 1983-1984. This is not very much to show for all the work that you have put in. I know that we think it's, Wednesday after Wednesday after Wednesday, but it's Thursday afternoons and Friday mornings and late Wednesdays and everything that go into this. And Charlie, for all that, we appreciate it. Thank you. And I, too, have a pen to present. And this is the past president's pen. It's a beautiful diamond rotary pen. And if I had on my good glasses, I'm sure that it says somewhere on here, past president. Darla, thanks again for a tremendous year. I would certainly be remiss if I didn't recognize Gloria, who sat home and waited for him to come home on those late Thursday afternoons and wondered why he didn't make it for lunch on this day, because he was going to all these meetings. Gloria, would you stand up, please? You know, they told me today I was supposed to be dashing and I was going to do it without my glasses, but that didn't work either because this print's not very large up here. My first official act